Hey guys, welcome back to this 2,000 point battle report, Warhammer battle report. Actually, before we get into this, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like, subscribe, notification button. Really does help the channel grow, and I'd like to thank everybody who's done so already. Also teamed up with the local game store, Recess Games. Click the link below. Go into their e-cart or store, actually. Buy anything in the store. It does not have to be 40k related. However, a lot of releases are coming out. We're getting around the holidays. You will get 10% off if you hit the promo code MONSTER. Up in the right-hand corner, I believe there's a space that will show discounts. Hit Monster, all caps, get 10% off. They'll ship it all over the country, including Canada. Usually the 10% is going to save you on shipping. So if your store doesn't get anything or is not getting it in time, or GW is doing, sometimes short shipping, Recess will have it. So, yeah, if you don't have a local game store, please use mine. With all that being said, let's get into it. All right, 2,000 points, actually 1,995 points of Death Guard. So change it up a little bit from when I have been playing. I'm going to try to hit, when this comes out, actually I would already have done it. I'm going to try to hit an RTT this weekend, which is going to be in a few days. Before, I don't know if I can get this edited in time to get out there, or just out before it comes out. But this is kind of the idea of the list I'm going to bring. So we're going to have Mortarion, obviously, as my Warlord. He is going to have Diseased Influence, which is the reroll ones to hit, reroll ones to wound, all the time. Unless I say otherwise, that's going to be that Plague Host. We're also going to have the -1 to the Ballistic skill and Weapon skill. I can't remember what that's called, but that's what we're going to do as our detachment rule. So Mortarion will be the Warlord. I do have three drones. Two of them are going to, with the guns, are going to have Plague Spewers, heavy Plague Spewers. We're going to have one with a Flesh Mower. We're also going to have two Plague Burst Crawlers, also with Flamers or Plague Spewers, two heavy Sluggers, and two Mortars, Plague Mortars. We have a 6-man unit of Death Shroud Terminators. Again, the guy with the champs is my champion. They will be accompanied by a Terminator and a Chaos Lord and Terminator armor. I can't remember what it's called. Basically, he's a Chaos. The Wizard. Man, what is it called? My mind just went blank. Either way, he's the Psyker in Terminator armor. He's going to be with them. I can't remember what it's called. My mind just froze up on me. We're going to have a solo Tallyman, a 10-man unit of Plague Marines, 5 Great Plague Weapons, 4 Bubonic Weapons, and a Plague Spewer. In the 7-man unit of Plague Marines, we're going to have 3 Heavy Plague, 2 Bubonics, a Blight Launcher, and a Plague Spewer as well. They will be inside 2 Rhinos. Again, they'll have Combi Bolter, Plague Bolter, and Havoc Launcher. And I forgot to talk about the important leaders of these 2 plague things. Is we got 2 Foul Blight spawns, 1 Putrefier, the Tallyman, which everybody who's on the channel, everybody's favorite. So that is my 1,990, 2,000 points of Death Guard. Let's go take a look at Dark Angels. All right, before we get into the list, my buddy Gabriel has come from Narnia, apparently. No, I'm just kidding. He's come from a long way. But we're trying to get him on the channel for a little bit now, so I'm glad you can make it. All right, sir, what do you got?
All right, so I have my Dark Angels here. We're running in Gladius Task Force, led by the Lion. And unfortunately, unlike Mortarion, I don't get to just pick one ability, so I'm going to call it out every turn. We've got a Gladiator Lancer, just some basic light anti-tank, a 10-stack of Deathwing Terminators, led by Belial. The Belial's going to give all of them precision on crits to hit, and he himself has precision, so he's picking off characters. Nice. I have a unit of 10 Assault Intercessors with jump packs. The 10-stack is led by a Chaplain with a jump pack. He gives them +1 to wound and does some mortals at the start of fight phase.
All right.
I also have a standalone 5-man unit of jump pack Intercessors.
Nice.
Coming over here, we have a standard unit of 5 regular Intercessors, a 10-stack of Hellblasters led by Azrael and by a Lieutenant. The Azrael is going to give them a 4-up invuln and sustain hits. The Lieutenant gives them lethal hits. We have Asmodai.
Everybody who plays Dark Angels knows exactly what this unit does.
Asmodai leading a set of 3 Blade Guard veterans, and then some Inceptors with plasma guns.
Awesome. And exactly how many points?
1990.
Did we mention any enhancements?
I don't believe there are any enhancements in this list.
I did not have any enhancements either. All right, guys, we'll be back with the mission and deployment. All right, guys, we are back after the deployment. So the mission we're playing, we got Dawn of War. We have Terraform, which I think this might be the first time we're playing it on the channel. But basically, once you get onto an objective, you do an action on it. And then once you do the action, you'll automatically get that 2 points for the rest of the game. And each one that you hold then after will be worth 4 points. So essentially, they will be 6 points once you terraform them. So then we have Swift Action, which allows the battle line troops to eligible to perform an action in a turn that they fell back on. I think that's what that says. Yeah, they can advance and fall back and still eligible to do an action, which is pretty good. I have 2 battle line units. How many did you have?
I have 1.
1 battle line unit. All right, so that's the game we have going on. And then we have, let's just draw this back so we can see what this looks like. Again, this is the same terrain we've been playing for a little bit on. I just trying to get some new stuff on the board as far as like models and stuff. I haven't really focused on terrain, but we'll start to get the 3D printer up and running now. It's starting to get, excuse me, it's starting to be wintertime. But we are playing, this is going to be one piece. So if you are standing outside of here, you cannot see through that at all. A little bit different as far as we're going to kind of play 9th edition rules, which you guys seen on the channel before. If you're towing in, you're inside there. You can get seen in and out. You can see in, you can get shot out as well. So we're only going to play first 4 line of sight blocking in the ruins in our deployment zones, which is those 2 there. The crates and the rocks are going to be non-breachable, non-breachable, non-scalable, unstable ground. Same thing for all the rocks. The craters are going to be covered for infantry. And then we go to the billboard. The billboards, guys, we do this for members and subscribers. If you leave a comment below, correct us politely on the rules if we make a mistake. Just say hi. Talk about how nice Gabriel's army's painted up. That's great. What we'll do is I'll throw your name in a hat. I will then pull it out, and then that for the next bat rep, I will just show you some love. This week, it is Pingo. I don't remember what your name was, but Pingo was your name. Oh, that's kind of silly, but I had to do it. But anyway, Pingo, thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for viewing. If you guys want to be members or think about being a member, it starts at 99 cents. I don't keep anything behind a paywall. What I will do for members is I will actually feature you on the bat rep, and then I will send you a billboard. It's a free gift from me, just to show my appreciation of you becoming a member. And again, guys, if you don't want to do that, just like, subscribe, hit the notification, share. It's everything that all helps. If you haven't watched the last one against Thousand Suns, we did get some new objective markers. Everybody's been asking me. We got to get the neoprene ones. I did get the neoprene ones. The website is taking way longer than I thought it was going to be. They will be available eventually, maybe in January. I don't know. But I do have some. I will be giving some away as gifts around the holidays. But that's all yet to come. I'm just previewing that right now. So if you do want a pair of Monster Dice Studio objective markers, they are coming, and they'll be giving them away around the holidays. All that being said, let's get into the game, which you guys all came for. So deployment, just basically set everything up on the line. We're both playing tactical, right?
Yep.
So cards are going to dictate where we go. So I kind of balance it out. I have the Plague Marines, obviously, and the Rhinos, and I do have my Best Round Terminators up in the air. So that's what I got going on. Let's go take a look at Gabriel. Gabriel, what you got going on back here?
So I got the Blade Guard Veterans and Asmodai here, Azrael and the Hellblasters, the Lion with his lone op, the Lancer and Intercessors kind of hiding behind the central crate, and the 10 stack of Jump Intercessors over on that side.
All right, what do you have in Deep Strike?
I have my 10 stack of Deathwing Terminators, my 3 stack of Inceptors, and a 5 stack of the Jump Intercessors, all in Deep Strike.
All right, guys, and if you hear me sniffling, I'm not sick. I was out in the yard the last couple of days trying to clean it up for winter, for fall, so I got some allergies going on. You want first or second turn, sir?
I'd like to go second, ideally.
That's good, because I like to go first. So.
That's a 5.
In the box.
Oh, in the box. That's a 1. It got worse.
All right, so everything's got to be in the box. I know that I didn't tell you that in the beginning, but everything's got to be in the box or it don't count.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so we will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after my movement phase. So basically, not much to do, but I just wanted to get up and get on some points. So we moved the drone up there, moved the drone here, moved the drone here, and the Rhino here. We did terraform with this drone, so I'm going to get that one. I think that completes at the end of my turn.
Yes. No. Completes at the start of your next turn.
Start of my next turn, okay. And then just move this up a little bit, move Mortarion up, move this Plague Wish color up just when I'm still within 6. And I have to do 2 actions, actually. Yeah. I have to terraform with that, and I have to do... I'll do the other action with this.
Okay.
Which is going to be the recover assets part. Because I think does that end at my end of your turn?
Yep. Or I believe recover assets end of your turn.
Yeah, end of my turn. So I'm going to recover assets with that, and we're going to terraform with that drone, and then just move everything up. So we're going to now shoot out. Oh, cards. Probably would help if you guys know what I was doing. No prisoners and recover assets. So, Taliban and that are going to recover assets. And we're going to try to kill some intercessors behind this crate back there. All right, so we'll start with this guy. And we'll indirect into them. So a D6 plus 3 for 5. And then blast.
For 1.
There. Hitting on 4s because they ignore the indirect because of Mortarion. That is lethal. These miss. And then strength 8, toughness 4.
Yep.
2s. Reroll this 1 because of Mortarion's plague host. So we have 4 of them at -1, but you do have cover.
1. How much damage on that?
It's 2 damage each.
So 1 intercessor will die.
Okay, and then you owe me a battle shock test, sir. Just in case you want to do some strats on them.
They fail.
All right, and then heavy stubbers. I got to go into the vehicle, hitting on 3s. It's not lethal. And then I'm gonna need 5s. 2
okay.
At -1. He will get cover.
Pass 1, fail 1.
All right, so just 1 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll move over to this Plague Burst Crawler, and we will go into same rinse and repeat, except I can't do the heavy stubber because I can't see them. So first, the number of shots from the mortars. That's going to be 9. And then 3 more. And since I killed 1, there's no blast. Hitting on 4s.
Not as good that time.
No, not as good at all. Only 3 of them. And then 2s. And so 3 at -1.
Pass 2.
It takes 2 damage.
Another one dies.
And then that's it for my turn. Pretty quick, pretty painless. So I did not get no prisoners, and I did not get recover assets yet. I did get recovery assets. I got to double check that, but you'll see it in the score if I need it. I'm gonna get rid of. I don't want to get rid of no prisoners. It's a very good question. I will let you guys know when we come back in. And I did get the Tallyman, got me a CP. So even if I do get rid of it, I don't get a CP back. And we'll be back after Gabriel's movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after Gabriel's movement phase. Gabriel, what cards did you draw, sir?
I drew the Marked for Death, which, Dave, you want to tell him what was marked?
Tallyman, this Plague Burst Crawler, and that Rhino.
Yep, and then I also drew Overwhelming Force.
Okay, which is killing man objectives.
Yep.
So we have that, these 2 here, command phase stuff, because I know you have command phase stuff.
Yeah, I've got a bunch. So I Oath the Moment on to Mortarion. The Lion activated his +1 to hit in melee. I also went into Assault Doctrine, giving me advance and charge army-wide. And I think that is it for my command phase stuff at the moment.
Okay, and then he moved over here. I did spend a CP to Overwatch, roll bad, spend another CP to reroll, and kill 2. And that's where we stand.
All right. So let's get to shooting. So I don't have a ton of shooting here. We are going to start off with Azrael and the Hellblasters.
All right.
Azrael is going to Azrael and the Hellblasters put everything into Mortarion, and we'll see if there's value here.
Okay, so I'm going to pop Cloud of Flies.
Okay.
So it's going to make you -1 to hit.
Sure. So Azrael is going to hit on 2s here.
Okay. With the -1?
So it goes 2s, then 3. So Azrael hits on 3s.
Okay.
But I do have Oath of Moment.
Yep.
So that is a sustain hit for 3. At Strength 8 into Mortarion.
12.
Actually, that was a 6, which means that's a lethal hit.
Gotcha.
He gets it from the Lieutenant.
Yep.
So 2 at Strength 8 on 5s to wound. So that is 1 into Mortarion at AP 3, damage 2.
4 up. Nope. Takes 5 up. Takes 1.
All right. And then the 10 Hellblaster shots.
He's down to 15.
Or the 20 shots from the 10 Hellblasters. Here we go. And these will hit on 3s down to 4s. 6s are lethal and sustained.
Which is good.
And then...
Get to reroll all that nonsense.
Yep. Thank goodness for Oath.
Yeah, one more in there. Oh, that was a hit. That was a hit.
Okay.
Unless you're fishing.
No. All right, so that is 7 lethals and 5 hits, but then we add those lethals back in.
Yep.
So 5, 7, and then these will wound on 5s. This is all overcharged, by the way.
Okay.
Unless I say otherwise, we're just going to assume I'm always overcharging.
Gotcha.
All right, so that is that many on Mortarion. Nice.
All right, so we have 4 ups on his invuln. Should have rolled my dice. So these all missed. That was horrible.
Yeah, that was not great. No, there's a 3 in there too.
And then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're 2 damage each.
2 damage apiece.
You know what? I ain't rolling those crappy dice. Gonna have those back.
No, they did fine for me, Dave. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, on the reroll, they did good for you. All right, so I'm gonna roll these twice.
Okay.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds right there, which puts them down to 6. And I have 10 more to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just gets them.
Does he explode?
He does. Oh. All right. Hellblasters did their work.
And now they have to pay their toll for it, which, even if I lose all 10 here, which people would watch this video just to see someone roll 10 failed hazardous checks.
Yeah.
That is 2 are going to die.
All right.
And then on a 3 up, they shoot again. They both shoot again. We're going to put all of their shots into, let's see this Blight drone over here.
All right.
So 4 shots. Hitting on 3s this time.
Yep.
Sustained lethal. Gonna swap that one out. And wounding on 5s. That is 3 at AP 3 and no cover on this one.
All right, 5 ups. So it takes 2.
2 damage apiece.
All right, he's got 10 wounds. He's down to 6.
And 2 Hellblasters die. Okay.
Alrighty.
Then we'll go to the... those guys actually still have their shooting too, so we'll get to that in a second. We'll go to the Lancer.
All right.
Lancer's going to put his big shot into straight ahead into the Plague Burst Crawler.
Yep.
Then let's see what other incidental shooting he has. He has an Icarus rocket pod, and he has some other, just like I said, incidental shooting. So the Lancer laser destroyer into that. The Icarus rocket pod into the drone because it flies.
Okay.
And then I guess we'll just do the Stormbolter and Stubber into the drone as well.
All right. Sounds good.
So we'll start off with the Lancer laser destroyer on 3s.
This is going into Plague Burst Call?
Plague Burst Call. 1 hit. Strength 14, so wound you on 3s. That's 1 wound for you. AP 4.
5 up. Nope. Damage.
D6 plus 3 for 6 damage.
All right, he's down to 6.
All right. And then the Icarus rocket pod, D3 shots. 1 shot into the drone. That'll hit the drone. That'll wound the drone. AP 1, damage 2.
Take it. Down to 4.
And then all the little stubber shots, definitely outside of 18 here, so just 3 on the rapid fire. 1 hit. Toughness on the drone.
Toughness 10. Toughness 9.
Okay, not enough. So then the storm bolters. Once again, just little freebie shots. Oh, that went way out of control. 6s, all that misses as well.
All right.
Okay, then finally we have the shooting over here for the jump intercessors. We're going to go ahead and put all of their shots into the blight drone.
Alrighty.
It's mostly pistols, but there is one spicy tool in here, which is the Inferno pistol on my chaplain. So let's see if he gets something fun. All right, now because I am within 3, I'm affected by your contagion, right?
Yep.
So
I don't know if you're within 3 yet.
Oh, actually, especially not for him. I think he's definitely outside.
Well, just the unit.
Yeah, actually, the whole unit's
outside. You're outside.
Okay, so the Inferno pistol will hit on 3s. It hits, and then strength 8, so wounding on 5s. That'll wound. AP 4.
5 up. Good.
Nice. All right, and then all of the rest of the shooting from the assault intercessors. So it is 2 plasma pistols and then 6 heavy bolt pistols. We'll overcharge on the... actually, we'll just do the regular plasma pistol shots.
All right.
1. It wounds. AP 2.
Take it.
Nice.
5 up in more.
Yep. And then the plasma pistols. So this is 6 shots hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 6s. It's okay. That's not what they're here for.
This is not what they're there. What the next phase is what.
Yeah, the next phase is what they're here for. All right. So we're going to get to charges.
Alrighty.
We're going to start off with Asmodai and the boys into this bloat drone here.
Okay.
That looks like it's a 6-inch charge. They'll make it on an 8.
We'll move all that. We'll move it when we get back.
All right. Then we'll do the lion into the rhino.
Keep the 8 there.
Oh.
Just, we'll roll all the
lion
charges up.
Yeah, I'm with you. Lion and the rhino on a 6.
All right.
Asmodai and the boys on an 8.
These guys over here.
These guys over here. Got to look at this charge.
I think it was oh, you're going that way.
He's marked for death.
Oh, gotcha.
So I will dual charge here.
All right, what was it? I didn't see it.
It's a 6-inch charge into the rhino.
There
9 will do.
All right, we'll be back. We'll move all this and be back. All right, guys, we're back after we piled all this stuff in. So got the charge off there, piled in there. Or not piled in, just advanced.
Yep.
I'm sorry, just got in there. Same thing over there. I have no CP, so you can do whatever you want to do.
Cool. So before we get started, Dave, these guys have an ability on the charge.
Okay.
I'm going to deal mortals to the rhino on a 4-up for as many models as in the unit.
Gotcha.
So,
Yep.
9 chances right here. 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4-ups. All right, that is
2.
just 2.
All right, he's down to, he's got 9 wounds. 10 wounds, I'm sorry.
Yep, and then we'll start over there just to keep...
We're down 8.
Yeah, start over there just to keep things simple. The chaplain also has an ability to deal some mortals. On a 4-up,
Okay.
I'll deal an amount. I don't deal any, so no worries there. Now we'll go to the actual fight. So we have 2 chainswords into the blight drone. Actually, it looks like 3 chainswords in the blight drone. The 2 power fists, 3 chainswords, and the chaplain are all going to go in the rhino.
Sounds good.
So, starting off with the chainsword. It's going to be 12 attacks, hitting on 4s here into the blight drone. Not bad. They came to play.
That really did.
And then strength 4 to 9, so 6s usually, but +1 to wound from the chaplain.
They hit on, guys, real quick, they hit on 3s, 4s because of contagion.
Yep. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. No, you did everything right. I was just making sure that.
So that's 2 into the blight drone at AP 1.
AP 1, so it's going to be 4-ups. Good.
Nice. And then what's the toughness on the rhino?
9.
9, okay. So then we'll do the... It was 8 of them left. 3... so another 12 into the rhino for the chainswords. That is 8, 10, 11, 12. Wow, these guys really came to play.
They did, man. They did.
Wounding on 5s. Just let that one.
No.
Okay.
You dropped it.
That so is 5 at AP1 into the Rhino.
All right, 5 4-ups. Saves 2. So
okay, 1 damage apiece.
So he's down to 5.
And then we have the Power Fists. Actually, just to make sure I don't... Yeah, it should be 2 Power Fists here. So, with this, these guys, I believe it makes the... It hits worse. Oh, no, still hits on 3s.
Yeah, they changed that.
All right, so that is just 6 attacks on the Power Fists. Hitting on 4s because Contagion. Strength 8, so wounding on 4s with the +1. That's 1 for you at AP 2.
Yep, takes it.
2 damage.
Oh, he's down to 3.
Last attacks from this is the Chaplain with Jump Pack. He has his Crozius Arcanum. 5 attacks hitting on 2s up to 3s. Strength 6, so wounding on 4s. That's 2 for you at AP 1, damage 2.
4-ups. Ooh, takes down to 1.
Dang.
Stay alive?
He stays alive. I don't have any other tricks or tools.
All right.
All right, then we'll go to the Lion. You know,
technically we went out of phase. I mean, he should fight first, but it's okay.
Yeah,
we know what we're doing, guys.
So the Lion will go into the Rhino. Yep. 8 attacks, hitting on 2s because -1 from the plague, +1 from his ability.
Exactly.
And drop 2. That's a lethal. And this is at strength 12, so wounding on 3s.
So 4?
4 at AP 4.
4 AP 4.
I think that just goes right through.
Yeah. See if he blows up. Does not. All right, so I'll pile everybody out there in a minute. We'll do...
Yep. And then we have Asmodai. So Asmodai and the boys I haven't used as much. What I do know is they get full rerolls to hit in melee.
Okay.
So Asmodai is going to start off with his Crozius Arcanum and Power Weapon. 8 attacks hitting on 2s.
+1, -1?
+1, -1, exactly. And then strength here is 5, so wounding you on 5s. Nice.
Pretty solid. 4?
4.
AP?
2.
AP 2, so 5-ups. No, takes some damage more than 4.
Damage is 1.
Down to 1.
And then the Blade Guard veterans.
Can he survive?
We'll see.
Should have used Disgusting Resilient on that, but I fired Overwatch.
All right, so that is 12 attacks. I mean, the Overwatch probably did save the Rhino, though.
I was thinking the same thing. The Overwatch saved the Rhino.
Hitting on 3s to 4s to 3s with full rerolls to hit from Asmodai. Actually, I just picked up a bunch of hits there. Oh, well.
I mean, dude.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter.
All right, then strength 5, so 5s to wound. That's 4 more for you. AP 2, damage 2.
5-ups. Come on, I need 4 5s.
Not quite.
Gonna do it. Does he blow up? He does not.
And that will prevent your terraforming.
Yeah. All right, so we'll fight back with the Rhino. He does hit on 1. And does wound because it's strength 6.
Okay. Fails.
Takes 1.
One of my guys is down 1 more.
All right. So we have the drone. It's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Just 1. And then 3s again because it's strength 6, so -1.
Pass.
Alrighty. So what did you score, sir?
All right. For overwhelming force, I killed a drone.
Yep. Scoring
me just 3.
Okay.
And then marked for death, I did not score, and I'm going to go ahead and discard marked for death.
Alrighty. And I did end up scoring recover assets for, looks like just 3.
Yep.
Because I have actually that was a big Rhino staying alive, so that Overwatch probably did help. And then the Taliban. We will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, we are back after my movement phase. So here's what we did. The cards I drew were Overwhelming Force and Established Locus. I'm going to try to establish Locus in the middle there, as long as he stays there till the end of the turn. Actually, I think it's got to be to the end of your turn. But I'll figure that out in a minute. Fell back here. He then used a
squad tactics
and moved back and got out of just kind of went back and took that objective from me. On that, popped these guys out of this Rhino, So I got him here, moved the rhino there, moved up a little bit so I can get within 12 inches of the lion because he does have loan out. So I had to make sure I'm within 12 inches at least of them. Didn't move anything here, and then dropped in my Terminators back here. See if I can get a 9-inch charge off on these Hellblasters, which would be very helpful. The Tallyman did give me a CP, and that's where we stand. So, did you move the squad techs? Did you move them out of range of these flamers, which would have been a good accidental thing, right? No, you didn't.
No, not quite.
Not quite. Just couldn't get off that way. He did roll a 5, so it was actually pretty good. So I'm just going to start with that unit right there, and I'm going to Plague Burst Crawler is going to shoot its mortars. Still got unit back there. How many do you have back? There's 2, 3. No, right here.
Oh, three intercessors.
Yeah, you still have your Terminators back there, and Deep Strike. I think what I'm going to try to do is go after those guys. See if I can just pick those guys. Well, get as many as I can.
Yep.
So everything here going into those guys there.
So I will pop go to ground to give them cover and a 6-up invuln.
Okay, here we go. So number of shots. That's not right. It's only 1d6. It's for 1 + 3 + 2 for blast.
Actually, no, it's just 1 for blast. I'm down to 9.
You have 9 in there? Okay,
yep.
Just 1 for blast. So it's going to be 5. Hitting on 3s because I can see you. These miss. And then 2s. And so we have 3 at -1.
With cover, so puts me on my 3-up save. Fail 1. Damage on
2 damage each.
All right.
Do you have 6-up Philippine?
No.
Oh, that's 6-up
Invul. 6-up invul.
Okay. Heavy Stubber. Hits 2. And then Strain 5. Toughness is now 3 because you're in Contagion.
Yep.
So just 1 at -1.
Pass.
All right. And then the Flamer. So we got 7.
Exactly average.
So we have 6, 7. And then 2s. Anti-infantry 2. So miss these. So we have 5 at -1.
And this ignores cover because it's a flame, so that'll put me on 4s. It's 3, so that'll kill 1 and put 1 on 1.
Alrighty. Then we're going to do the... I'm just going to stay over here and do the drone. 2d6 flamers because he can fall back and shoot. It's only going to be 4 shots. Flamers are missing this one, man. Anti-infantry 2. So just 2 at -1.
4 ups. Pass 1, fail 1. That'll kill the guy.
Alrighty. And then, so that's that. I do have a Foul Blight Spawn in there. He is going to put his flamer into them as well. So d6 shots for 6. Anti-infantry 2 as well. So we have 6 of those at -2, 2 damage on this one.
Okay. This is a flamer. Do I get cover here?
You do not get cover.
Puts me on 5s.
They're actually plague spewers.
Okay.
But they're flamers.
So I failed 3. That will kill 1, 2, 3, and just try to make that charge a little bit harder for
Gotcha.
you.
And I have 1 more. I have 2 more guns in this unit. The Blight Launcher and the other Flamer, which is there, and the Blade Launcher is there. So the Blight Launcher, 2 shots, hitting on 3s, and then Strain 6. So hits a -2, 2 damage.
Okay. 5 up. Pass.
Alrighty. And then the Flamer, d6 for 1, anti-infantry 2, nothing.
Okay.
Alrighty. So that's it for that side of the board. Now we'll do this side of the board, and I'll use my free grenade strat from the Putrefier, and we'll go into the Lion.
Okay.
So it's need force. So we have...
Actually, give me just 1 sec. I got to check something on Asmodai.
All right.
There is a...
So 4 mortal wounds on the Lion.
Lion down to 6.
Now we're going to go, because I killed my gun off there, so we're going to go with the drone, or I'm sorry, with the Foul Blight Spawn into him as well.
Here's where I'm going to go ahead and add Armor of Contempt on the Lion.
Okay.
Actually, what's the AP on all this?
2. AP 2 on this one.
Okay. What?
And then the rest of the stuff is going to be AP 1.
Okay. Yeah, I'll I'll do it then.
Okay, so we have number of shots 6. Both Blight Spawns came to play today, man. All right, anti-infantry 2, but he's not anti.
He is not. So he is T9.
So I'm going to need 5s on this. So just 1 at -2, but your armor
3 up invuln. Pass.
I'm going to give you the. I know he's armor contempt. I'm going to give you the AP, and you can subtract. So we're not doing it.
Sounds
together.
good.
So I'm going to put everything I have from this Plague Burst Crawler into the Lion.
Yep.
So first, the number of shots from the mortars. 4. Man, they've been whiffing. That's going to be 5. D6 plus 3.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. I'll hit. And then strength 8, toughness 9, you said?
Yep.
We'll be down to 8 because we're within containment. So 4s. So we have 2 at -1, 2 damage.
Okay, -1 armor contempt puts me on 2 up saves. Pass them both.
All right, and then the stubbers. They all hit. And strength 5, so I need 5s on this again. So just 1.
Pass that too.
All right, and then the flamers. So 5. Man, could have been better. And these are infantry 2, but these will wound.
Yep.
These will not. So -1.
Armor contempt works here, so
just 1 damage.
I'm just going to take it down to 5.
All righty, and then so that's it for that. We will now go into our charge phase because I can't do anything there. Oh, he has some grenades. It's his range weapon. I think I'm going to shoot his pistol into the Lion, I believe, because it does do. Let me find him real quick. Yeah, I'm going to shoot his pistol. It's going to be. Now we'll shoot the grenade. So it's D6 plus 0. So just D6 for 6. That's pretty solid. And it's going to be hitting on 3s.
Ooh, that's brutal.
That was not. And then I need so he's strength 8, so down to 8. I still need 5s. Nothing. Oof. All right. So that was pretty good. Thanks for coming.
Are these your dice or are they my dice, Dave? I'm a little confused here.
Sometimes the dice giveth and taketh. All right. So what I will do now, charges.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to just charge into the Lion.
Yep.
With this unit here. I know he has fight first, and his fight first is going to come before my fight first.
Quick point for you and the viewers. You have to stay outside of an inch here. So if you go in the line, you can probably get 3 or 4 or 5 at most. If you go into both, you can get everybody in, but it's really up to you.
Yeah, it is a good point. I think I'm going to have to go into both because I need as many hits as I can into the Lion. So,
ooh, that won't do it.
I did just get some in, dude. Not here.
Yeah, well,
I got to get here. Yeah,
and you know what? He is 4 away. That won't do it.
All right, so I'll spend for reroll that because have to.
Yep.
So
5 will do it.
This got me in with a 5. We're going to try this long bomb charge here. That's not going to do it.
Definitely not.
And then I want to go the drone in. No. We'll go here. I need a 9-inch charge there. See if I can roll anything higher than a 4.
I get a 5.
There we go.
And 11 will do.
That was the big one. So 11 on that. I will move all this and be back. All right, guys. So we are back after I piled all this stuff in. So we got a couple things happening. So since it's my turn, we'll start with the sorcerer is going to on a 2-up make that unit going to be -1 to the damage.
Yep.
You had some stuff you had to do.
Yeah. So Asmodai is going to force a battle shock test on your Plague Marines.
Okay.
At
so
-1.
All right, -1 +1 because of remorseless.
Okay.
So I pass it because it's a 7.
Yep. And then also the Blade Guard veterans are going to take reroll 1s on their invuln save.
Okay. Lion has anything?
Well, the Lion doesn't have anything in fight phase, but he does have fights first.
So he gets to go first. So guys, here's how this works. I know some people are still confused by this. The Foul Blight Spawn has fight first. The Lion fights first, has an ability as well. In the rule book, it actually says it goes to the defensive player, the player whose turn it is not. And since Gabriel is the defensive player, he gets to fight first. That's how it works.
Yep.
So he gets to fight first.
All right. So Lionel Johnson has 2 profiles. Let me double check the... no invulns. All right. We're actually going to use the sweet profile.
Okay.
T5.
T5.
T5. Okay. Yeah, so it'll hit you on 2s because +1, -1.
Yep.
Wound you on 3s at AP3, damage 1 with sustain hits for 16 attacks.
They're ready.
8, 12.
See what happens here.
16. All right.
A lot of ones.
Drop 4 1s. I only had 1 6, so we'll add that back in.
Yep.
So wound you on 3s. All right, that is 4, 8, and 9 at AP3, damage 1.
I'm not using your dice anymore. Well, the dice, my dice on your side of the board. 6s. I need 6s.
Yep.
And what's the damage?
1.
1 damage each. Okay, so
that is a good number of 6s.
that's a good roll. So it's going to kill 1 because I got 1 guy wounded. That's going to kill 3 guys. So we're going to take off this guy here, and then 2 other bubonic weapons. I want them to stay into the lion. All right. It's already piled in and all that stuff.
Yep.
So we have
so A, you take 2 mortals because the lion flashes him back when he rolls a 6 to save. And then, you know, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give it a try.
all right.
He makes it. He's alive at 1.
All right. So now I have he could stay alive, man. These aren't that powerful. So now we have 4 bubonic weapons. Well, that was pretty good. All lethal. And then this is strength 6, so 5s. So 4 of them at -2. These are only 1 damage each.
Wow. No, he dies.
All right. And then that's it for that unit.
I was not expecting that. Oh, well.
Then we have, we're going to go over there.
Okay.
Let me get the dice ready. All right, so we're going over here, see if we can do some work. So I have 4 attacks each. Gabriel, if you don't mind helping me
put
those in my hand.
All right.
No, put them in my hand.
Oh, put them in your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so hitting on 2s with this squad. I got this one here. We'll re-roll it. All right, so lethal.
That is the one that fell.
Lethal. Wow, a lot of lethals in this roll. Lethal. These miss. And then strength 8, toughness is now down to 3 because it was contagion, but it's still 2s. This is misses. So we have, you can roll these dice or your own if you want to.
Yeah, I'll roll these. So I got a 4 up invuln.
Okay, and these are -2 damage.
Yep. So we gotta actually slow roll these a hair just because Hellblasters.
Yeah, for sure.
Not great to start off with, so lose 5 immediately. Down to 1 Hellblaster left. Come on, buddy. Damn. Sorry about that, Dave.
No, you're good.
And then, so that'll kill all the Hellblasters. We'll do their shoot back in a second because they can't shoot with their pistols. Then we're going to slow roll this into the Lieutenant. I need to check these at 4 or 5 wounds. It makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. Some of the quiet stuff, I like if you're just sitting there.
Yep. So Lieutenant's 4-up invuln with 4 wounds. So dies after 1 more. Lieutenant dies. All right, Azrael on a... What's the AP on this?
AP2.
Okay. So Azrael just needs to make 2 of these. He makes them all. Azrael lives.
All right. Now the Terminator.
Yep.
Now the Sorcerer, I should say. And he has a fist. And so it's going to be... it's going to be 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. And then strength on this one is also strength 8. So they wound, and it's -2 damage.
Azrael passes them all. Azrael wants to live.
He does not want to die.
No, he does not. All right.
All right, so fightbacks.
Real quick, before we have fightbacks, we're going to roll through these Hellblaster silliness real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
8. So the important one, the plasma pistol, he gets to shoot. Yep. Then these are the regular pistols. 4 of them get to shoot.
Yep.
3 of them will hit. And
did you hit on 3s on that?
Yes, but I shouldn't have.
Yeah,
so
it's okay. How many?
It's just 1 for you at AP1.
3s. Nope.
1 damage, and then plasma pistol here. That'll just miss. Okay.
All right, so 1 guy's down to 2.
You made the charge.
All right, that was a big charge, actually, since you took Mortarion out. Now you get to fight here. See if you can clean up the rest of these.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to do some pile-in action here. Blade Guard Veteran will slide in. And then...
Before you do that, it's not going to make a difference. I just got to get more guys on this objective.
Yep, the Blade Guard... This is kind of where Blade Guard want to be with their attacks, though, so we'll see how it pans out. All right, starting with Asmodai, we're going to go for his strike profile.
Okay.
5 attacks. It will hit on 3s now. I don't get the +1 anymore, but I still get full reroll wounds.
Okay.
All 5 hit. Strength 6 will wound you on 3s. It's 4 for you at AP2 damage.
AP2's 5 ups. 2 damage.
2 damage piece.
Kills 3 of them. So we're going to put these 3. Blade Guards.
All right, and then the Blade Guard Veterans. These will hit on 4s, but full rerolls from Asmodai coming in clutch.
Yeah, big time clutch. Look at that. Really.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a good roll.
Then this is strength 6, so wounding you on 3s, AP2 damage to again.
Yep.
So that
4,
is
5,
6.
6. Okay. So I got to slow roll these as well. So what's the damage?
2 apiece.
2 apiece. So I'm sorry. What was the AP?
AP is 2.
AP2. So on the Plague Marines, 5 ups. Okay, 1's going to stay alive. Oh.
He wants to live. There we go.
He dies. And then 2 each. This is going to be on the Putrefier. He's alive with 2. So these 2 die. That's now 2 units.
Yep.
And then so that's he gets to fight back there.
Yep. And Azrael is pretty good at that. Azrael has 6 attacks. I need to check if he gives himself his sustain hits now that he's not leading anybody. No. Okay, so Azrael will attack with his...
I don't know if we showed it on camera, but he's at Putrescent Vitality, so he's going to be -1 to his damage.
Yes. Oh, man, Azrael's not doing great here. Devastating wounds at strength 6, so that's just 1 dev wound for you.
All right, this guy goes down to 2.
It's down. Yeah, there we go. All right, and that is, I think, it for the fight phase.
Yeah, that's it for the fight phase. So I did this. So I think I have to do this on your turn. So I still have to get that overwhelming force. I did get for
the lion.
Yeah, for 3 because I'm not on there, and we didn't wipe that unit out. So we'll be back after the score. All right, guys, we're back after Gabriel's movement phase. What card did you draw, sir?
I drew Containment and Bring It Down.
Okay. And then command phase stuff. You have a lot of command phase stuff.
So command phase. Oath of Moment here. I also went into Tactical Doctrine, so that means I got Fallback, Shoot, and Charge army-wide.
Yep.
And actually, that's it. The lion was a decent chunk of it.
Yeah, that's right.
So
movement-wise,
we just moved Asmodai and the boys in closer. Asriel fell back, and the Death Guard, Death Shroud Terminators overwatched him. He survived it 1.
But just pretty good.
And then we had these jump intercessors who passed their battle shock come and contain this board edge. I had my other 5-stack come over in the corner, contain that board edge. I had some Inceptors drop in. We're going to see if we can kill us a Tallyman, because apparently there's a bounty for that.
There is a bounty.
And then we have my big stack of Deathwing Terminators. And the Deathwing Terminators are huge in this matchup because they ignore all of the Death Guard's tricks. Exactly. So the minuses, stealth from Cloud of Flies, all of that, they just ignore. And to boot, they get +1 to wound, or +1 to hit against my Oath target. So we'll see what they do. Importantly, Belial, it gives them precision, which means that he's going to precision on 6s, and his bolter itself has precision. So there's a real chance that they can just snipe out some characters from these units,
which is good.
So with that, I think we'll get to shooting. We'll start off.
You told me something earlier that I think it's important.
Yeah.
When he kills a character, right?
Yes.
When
Asmodai kills a character, he farms a CP. So even if Asriel dies, I might still get that bonus CP from Asmodai.
And there's a lot. You get a lot of. Actually, Dark Angels quite a few ways of farming CP.
Yeah, they do.
All right, sir. Where do you want to start?
And the Lion also has a way to do it. He can force a battle shock test. If you fail, he gets a CP. Actually, he just gets it if you do a stratagem game. Anyway, we're going to start off here with the Lancer. We're going to put the big heavy laser short again in the Plague Burst Crawler, and all the little, all the bolters and damage 1 stuff in the Terminators here, and we'll put the Icarus rocket into that bright drone that's just camping in the middle.
All right.
So, starting off with the heavy laser destroyer, hit on 3s.
This is going into
the Plague Burst,
and he made sure he was outside of 6 inches there, guys.
Yep. That'll wound AP4.
5s. Good.
All right. Then we have the Icarus rocket pod.
Got a 5-up involved, folks.
3 shots on the Icarus. Yeah, 5-ups everywhere. We're Death Guard. We're tough. Yada, yada.
Dude, I'm sensing a little bit of hatred.
What? No. We're definitely not Dark Angels. We definitely don't hate Chaos, especially because no Dark Angels ever turn to Chaos, wink, wink. That never happens.
Exactly.
So Icarus rocket pod, 3 shots into the bloat drone in the middle.
Okay.
That is 2 hits. Anti-fly 2 here. And that just doesn't matter. So
that was going into this guy here.
Bunch of random little shots into these guys here. So 6 shots with the heavy stubber. Oath a moment means I get to reroll. Not that mattered. And then 1 for you at AP nothing.
2 up.
It does it. It did exactly what I hoped. It picked the 1 wound. I got you.
Kills the 1 dude.
All right, and then the Storm Bolter for the same amount of the meme play. That is 3 wound on 5s. 2 more at AP nothing.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay, then we'll jump over to my intercessors that are just hanging out back here.
All right.
They are going to just shoot their little rifles and their 1 grenade launcher. So the bolt rifles is through 6 shots with heavy, so that puts me on 2s to hit with a moment, and then 5s to wound. So that's 1 at AP 1 for the bolt rifle.
Yep, takes it.
And that's just 1 damage. And then 1 crack grenade. This doesn't have heavy, so it'll hit on 3s with Oath a moment. Swap that out. Just got worse. Okay. And then we will go to Asriel.
Alrighty.
And when you debuffed Asriel's unit, does that last until the next phase? How long does that last?
When I debuffed him with what?
The Sorcerer's ability.
That's only in fight phase.
Okay, good to know because his pistol is pretty good. So,
is he allowed to fall back and shoot?
Because I'm in Tactical Doctrine, I have that army wide.
Right, thank you.
3 shots. This will hit on 2s, and then anti-infantry 4-up, dev wounds.
Okay. Is he +1, -1? It doesn't matter. You hit them all, but
yeah, he would be. Or he would just be -1, but still.
Yeah, you hit them all.
That is 2 dev wounds, and then 1 at AP 3.
2 dev wounds. That's going to kill the 1 guy. And a 4-up. Kill damage.
2 apiece.
Oh, 2 each. Okay.
So
it's
going to kill 2. Okay. And then we will go to the Terminator blob, and they're just going to put absolutely everything into these, into your Terminators.
Yep.
We're going to start off with Belial. His Mastercrafted Bolter gets precision inherently, so we're not going to do any of the fancy counting yet.
Okay.
Reroll. These are hits on 2s, and then strength of
Toughness
4.
Strength 6, so.
No wounds there, which is perfectly fine. And then Belial, so everybody else, all the rest of the Terminators get precision on 6s. So it's a bit weird. So we have all the Stormbolters, so that's 40 Stormbolter shots.
I'll be back with the dice. All right.
All right, here we go. Hitting on 2s, 6s gain precision.
Yeah, look at that dice the tray full of dice.
And then, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to set that. That's a 1.
Yep.
I'm going to set the 6s aside because that's important here.
Go fishing, baby. There's a couple ones in there. Oh, but they're oath, dude.
They are oath. That's why it's important to set it aside. Let's see how many more precision shots we get. I'd love to not have a sorcerer debuffing my Terminators as they get into combat.
Ooh, it's a lot more 6s. That's actually pretty good.
It is Stormbolters, so it's not too crazy yet. That is it.
So now you're hitting on...
I'm still hitting on 2s.
Yep.
So
showing all the dice on this. Got one more.
Yep, one more. So I'm going to roll these as the regular damage.
Okay.
And then the rest of those will have to wound. Will have precision.
Yep.
So this will wound on 5s for literally 3 of them at AP nothing.
Give me some of those, but give me 10 back.
There you go.
All right. So 2 of them, you said?
3.
3 of them.
AP nothing.
AP nothing. So 2s. All right. Good.
All right, and then all of these have precision. So all these are going to go against your sorcerer.
Okay.
So
into my sorcerer, the ones that pile over will go into the
exactly. But I need 5s here, so that's like 2.
2. Okay. Man, that looked way better. That looked way better before.
It'd be really cool if you could get lethal hits on this.
2s. He's good.
Yeah, I figured. That's not the important ones though.
Yeah.
Crack rockets is actually what I'm hoping for here.
Gotcha.
So
that's cocked.
All right, I'll roll that as cocked.
Okay.
Then I'm going to just re-roll everything, go fish. Nothing. All right, so those, and then strength 9 to 5.
Yep, 6.
6, so 3s, that's 2 for you on your invuln.
I'm up 4 up. Good.
There it is.
All right.
All right, I hoped, but it is what it is. So
no, but that was a lot of dice. That was awesome to see.
It's really fun when you do it against like Gene Stealers and all their characters because you just
picked up everything they did.
Yep. All right. Then we'll go to Asmodai and the boys.
They're ready.
This is nothing particularly interesting, so we're going to put it into the guy that's already wounded.
Okay, guys, real quick. You can keep that there if you want to. He did not pile in, so that's why he can shoot. He's not in combat there. So I know he was in before, but he did not, so that's why you can shoot. Go ahead, you can roll.
Yep, and they're all pistols anyway, so. Yeah. All right, so... hits on a 3, misses.
Okay.
Then 3 heavy bolt pistols from the Blade Guard. 1 wound at AP 1.
AP 1, so this is ended up the Putrefier. So I need a 4. Nope, takes it.
1 damage.
Down to 1.
Okay, now for the fun one that doesn't involve a million dice rolls. We're going to the Inceptors, trying to kill a Tallyman.
Trying to kill the Tallyman. The Tallyman in the last bat rep was good. And stayed alive. We'll see if he can do it again. We're looking for a repeat from the Tallyman.
Okay. I mean, I've got the plasma gun, so we'll see.
I'm hoping for a really bad roll from you is what I'm trying.
I mean, that's really might be what it ends up.
Because they're hitting on 3s, now on 4s because of Contagion.
Yep.
So that's what I'm hoping happens.
All right. We're going to supercharge all of this because
all right, supercharge it.
It's the only way to play. Here we go. 6 shots hitting on 4s.
You're not supercharging, you're a punk.
I'm just 4 misses. I heard that, Dave. I heard it. And then,
you supercharge everything, man. You're not a punk.
That is 2 wounds for you. AP3, flat 3.
AP3, so 6s.
Yep.
He stays alive with 1.
They don't have grenades. I was about to be real annoyed that I forgot it. So Maybe they get in and throw down with the tally, man.
Yeah.
Either way, I took the home objective, and that's good for the moment.
You did.
All right.
Charges.
Charges it is.
Right? I think you did everything.
Yep.
You shot that. You shot him. Yep.
Yep, that's...
These guys are their action. Okay.
Yeah. So, we'll go the Terminators into the Death Shroud first. 7 won't do. CP reroll.
Yep.
Come on, boys. 5 will be worse. Okay. Then Asmodai and the boys into...
both of those dudes. Right?
Yep. Asmodai and the boys into both of those guys.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just...
They'll make it on a 10.
You can move that 1 dice if you want.
Yeah. Just set it over there. Then, should we send Azrael back in? Try... kill him anyway. But he has decent odds, but probably pick up... Come back to that decision. We're going to go... Inceptors can't charge. So
yeah.
the only one left to think about is Azrael. Do I do it? No, because he's gonna. You just debuff my damage anyway, and it would be not worth it.
Right.
So with that, we'll just go to the only fight.
Go right into fight phase.
So first things first, both of them take a battle shock at -1.
The Foul Blade spawns fails. And the other guy does pass.
Okay. All right.
The first guy does not.
Not that it makes a big difference, I think. I will give these guys reroll 1s to hit.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll give them reroll 1s on the invuln because they already get the reroll 1s to hit. And that's it. So we'll start off with Asmodai.
Okay. Going into which character?
We're going to go these 3 into the full health one, and this one guy will go here.
All right. So
Asmodai with his strike profile hitting on 2s up to 3s. You know, I wasn't sold on Asmodai before.
Re-rolling because of
Asmodai. I wasn't sold on him before this game, but that's 3 for you. AP2 damage 2.
AP2, so 5s. 3 of them?
Yep.
He's dead. Now to the other guy.
Yep.
And you farm a CP for that, right?
I would if I hadn't already gotten it from Azrael.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the Mastercrafted Power Weapon. That those need to reroll. Everything hits. This will wound you on 3s. That's 3 AP2 damage too.
AP2, so again 5 buffs. He dies too. Now he does explode. And he does not explode.
Okay. I was going to jokingly ask about the other guy, so it's good to know it's somewhere in the army.
Yeah, he does explode.
Okay.
All right, so what'd you score, sir?
On this, I did not score Bring It Down at all. I did max out Containment.
That's
I
6,
will,
right?
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to actually discard Bring It Down at end of turn as well.
Okay. All right, we will be back after the score in my movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after my movement phase. So here's what we got. Engage on all fronts and Assassination. 2 really good cards to pull at right now in this aspect of the game. The Taliban did give me a CP. I spent it to see if I can heal them, and I only healed them 1. I do not control this objective, so it's not going. It's not the auto 3. I moved this drone out of here and put him here, and then I moved the Rhino into there to cover that objective. Because I moved within 9 of Azrael, Gabriel, what did you do?
Azrael used squad tactics to just get himself a little further away from these Terminators.
And then, so then I kept that where I needed to be, kept this where it is, moved these guys over, just kept him there because he was already in that side of the board, and then moved the Terminators over there towards that vehicle. And that's where we are. So we're going to start with Assassination, I think. I'll start with this Plague Burst Crawler. We'll put the Flamers here, the Stubbers into Azrael, and the Mortars are going to go into, we'll go into those guys back there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go into these guys back there. See, kind of force you to...
Sure.
No, we'll go in here. Okay. Mortars are going to go here. Mortars first. 4. Well, it doesn't matter because they're not going to do anything. And then 4 plus blast because there are 5 of them.
Yep.
This time I'm hitting on 5s.
Yep.
Because no Mortarion. So that's just 1. And then 2s. -1. You do get cover.
Fails.
All right, 2 damage.
Do you want to just hand one to me?
Which one?
The one on the end. Yeah, that one.
All right.
Thank you.
And then the heavy stubbers going into Azrael, hitting on 3s. They all hit. Strength 5, toughness is 3 now. And so just 2.
AP on this?
AP 1. You recover.
Yep. 2s. Pass them both.
All right. And then the flamers going into these Inceptors. Oh, that's terrible. So just 2 flamers. Anti-infantry 2. So they both win. -1.
Fail both.
All right, it's 1 damage each.
1 is down to 1.
Alrighty. Well, that was not good. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put everything from this Rhino into them just to see if I can. So Havoc Launcher, D6, that's 5. Hitting on 3s, because I can see them, they all hit. And Strength 5, toughness now down to 5?
Yes.
So 4s, so we just have 2. Add no AP.
Pass them both.
All right. The combi hits on 3. I'm sorry, hits on a 3. Strength 5, strength 4, toughness more. 6 are devastating. Anti-infantry 4 though.
Okay.
So it is 1 devastating one.
All right. That'll knock it down to just this guy.
And then here's the plague combi, which does not have devs. This is lethal though. Hitting on 3s, strength 4. I need 5s.
Too many keywords in your army, Dave.
There's a lot. So just 2 at no AP.
Pass 1, fail 1.
All right.
Damage here?
Damage is only 1.
So just he goes down to 2.
So he's done shooting. Man. I'm going to put the Tallyman into him.
Yep.
Tallyman has a pistol. I'm not going to supercharge even though he's a punk because I can't kill him. I need him to stay alive. He hits and he wounds. -2. It's only 1 damage because I'm not supercharged.
Good.
But you're good. All right. Let's just try this flamer into... I hate to do it, man. I hate to do it.
It's kind of why I did it.
Yeah, flamer into Azrael. Oh, man. No, we're going to do... I'm going to do my heavy stubber into there. Everything else into this unit here.
Okay.
So heavy
real quick.
Sure.
On everything going into that unit, not debuffed, I think... 2 eye armor. What's the AP on all this
1.
stuff? Just 1? All right. I think that we... Nah, we'll just let it go.
All right, so Azrael first. Hitting on 3s. All hit.
It's a flamer, right? No, it's a stubber.
Stubber. Hitting on, wounding on 3s again. So we have 4 at -1.
3s. He passes.
God, look at this guy. Staying alive. All right, so mortars. Man, these have been failing me all day today. Hitting on 3. 3s because I can see you. They all hit. And then those are 2s. T4, right?
Yeah, T4.
2s. So we have 4 at -1, 2 damage.
4 ups. Fail 2. That'll kill 1 blade guard.
Okay. And then the flamers going into these same guys. Wow, flamers are not doing well. I'm gonna CP that actually.
Okay. And the flamers here, is this from the same thing or is it from the...
This from this
okay,
guy here.
Yeah.
2d6, that's better. And then anti-infantry 2. These miss. So we have 6 at -1. 1 damage.
Fail 4 of them.
All right.
Kills 1 guy, leaves another one on 2.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to put that drone. This drone's gonna go into here into Azrael. 2 flamers for 7.
And then what's the AP on this drone?
Just 1.
You know what? I think I'm gonna Armor of Contempt here.
Alrighty. So it's gonna be 3s. Yeah, 6 down to actually gonna be 2s. So that's bad. So -1. I know you're Armor of Contempt. So
I rolled 2 1s anyway.
all right.
That'll kill Azrael.
That was a lot of shots going into Azrael, man.
If I would have survived that, you would not have gotten. You know what? Assassination's still very doable over there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do here this drone into these guys here, 2d6 for 5, and then anti-infantry 2. So we have 5 at -1, 2 damage. I'm sorry, 5 at -1, 1 damage
Into the
guys in the back there. Yeah.
4s. Fail 1.
All right.
One guy's at 1.
1 damage. And then we'll go with Foul Blight Spawn, and then everything from this unit into them as well. So Foul Blight, we'll go with the first to Flamer first. These 6 shots. That's 3. Anti-infantry 2. So 3 of them at -1.
4s. One guy's dead, one guy's
damage
on 1.
And then the Blight Launcher. Got 1 more dice. So both hit. That one's a lethal. And then 3s. So -2, 2 damage.
Pass 1, fail 1.
All right.
Just down to character.
All right. Now the Foul Blight Spawn. Number of shots for 3. Strength 7. Toughness is
3.
3. So 2s. So we have 3 of them at -2, 2 damage.
5s. Oh my goodness.
Pretty good. Pretty good. These guys are staying alive, man. Look at Dark Angel characters like we are not dying.
If Azrael would have made it, that would have been a... Oh, man, that's...
How many do I have? Can all those guys get that unit?
What's the range
12,
on them?
12. At least those 3 right there.
The front 3, yes.
He has a 24-inch gun.
Oh, so. Then yeah, he's good either way.
So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put Curse of the Leper. How many you got over there?
3.
3. I think I'll put Curse of the Leper here, which is 24 inches. I will use my one-time Pestilence Familiar, which gives me, I have to do the 2d6 hazardous, gives me +2 on my strength and +2 on my damage.
Okay.
So I'll do that first into this unit here.
Okay.
So number of shots, so only 5.
And this is the sorcerer character?
This is a sorcerer, yeah. Hitting on 3s.
Oh, wow.
That was terrible. All right, so here's his Plague Bolter. I don't think I'm within 12. So both of them hit and lethal.
This is into...
No, this is here.
Okay.
No AP.
3s. Pass them both.
All right. That was a big fail. Now all the shooting into those guys there. The 3. So I got 4 because the other guy with the chimes is my champion. He has 2 gauntlets. Number of shots. That was pretty solid.
Yep.
That was the only Flamers that did well this turn, I believe. So far, at least in my opinion. All right. If you don't mind, sir.
Yep.
Anti-infantry 4. And I'm just going to take out the hits. Well, maybe it's easier to take out the misses.
These are flamers, right?
Yeah, but I got to still... These are wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so... That many.
Okay.
No AP.
3 ups.
It's 1 damage.
That kills the unit.
So, charges. You're going to have to go charges. This guy stays alive, man. Unbelievable. Oh, did I shoot this guy yet?
Yes. That was the first thing you shot.
Yeah. Shot that.
Man, I was like two up rolls from saving assassination. That was crazy.
I gotta kill this dude. We're going to try to charge here.
Okay.
See what that is first. I'm gonna roll it and we'll measure it. 9 should do it, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna charge this tank.
Okay.
In here. 8 should do it as well.
Yep.
We'll measure that. Okay. We're going to go into your tank with the...
Yep.
It needs to be big. 8 should do that.
8'll do.
And I think that's it. We'll be back after move all this. All right, guys. So here's what we did on the piled in there, and piled in here. I don't have any CP to tank shock, so we're just gonna do. I hope I'm gonna pick this guy up. All right, guys. So I'm gonna start here, hitting on 4s, and then 3s. No AP.
Good.
So I do staying alive. We're going to start over there with the... Well, I should have started over there with the fight first guy first. So we have 3 Great Plague weapons.
His chance of surviving this is 0, but we can roll it out.
Yeah, I mean, I never just tell people to pick it up, but we don't have to roll it out if you don't. If you feel like it's only 1 hitting on 4.
I mean, these guys killed the lion, so I don't think a jump chap one's going to survive, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's 2s. So 2 at -2, 2 damage.
He's dead.
All right. And then we'll just go into this right here. So we have hitting on 2s. That's lethal. And then strength 8, so wounding on 5s. So we have, looks like 4 of them at -2, 2 damage into that vehicle.
Okay. Save 1 of them. So that will put him down to 5.
And then the sorcerer, just 1. 5, nothing. That's it for that.
Okay.
You're only going to do 1 damage on me, so I have to roll over there. But all right.
All right. Inceptor. 1 hit. Not going to win that. And then this into the Terminators. Actually, I don't know what this profile is.
I think it has 6, right?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's always it's inconsistent. It's only 3 hitting on 4s to 5s. Okay, strength 6, so 4s to wounds. That's 1 for you at AP nothing.
Good.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I did get assassination, and I did get engaged on all fronts for all of it. For 4, I think it is.
Yep.
And we'll be back after you're holding 1 now.
Yep.
And we will be back after Gabriel's movement phase. All right, guys, we are back after Gabriel's movement phase. Cards, sir.
Cards. So I got behind enemy lines and extend battle lines.
All right, and then command phase stuff.
Command phase. I oath a moment over there. I use the stratagem of adaptive tactics or adaptive strategy, whatever it's called, and I put these guys into the assault doctrine, giving them advance and charge. In the move phase, they rolled a 6, meaning they got an 11-inch move, putting Belial a stone's throw away from the
awesome
from the Terminators there. And then, other than that, we had the Inceptor back there fall back, so we can secure that behind enemy lines.
Yep.
We've got some jump intercessors also back there. Asmodai and the Blade Guard just took cover, and that's it. There's not much left on the Dark Angel side this time. So, with that, I think we can just get to shooting.
Yep.
We're going to go to this this tank. We're going to put its big shot way downtown into the Plague Burst Crawler.
Okay.
And all the...
Let me pause this for a second. Go ahead.
So, the Icarus shot into the drone. Actually, you know what? I think that's only 24 inches. And it's within. So... The Icarus shot in the drone, the heavy laser destroyer way over there, and then the bolters and whatnot into these guys.
Gotcha. And again, if you're not familiar with that card, Gabriel knows this already, but if you're not familiar, he is in contagion range, and he is at big guns never tire. The contagion range changes the characteristic, and big guns never tire just minuses the hit, so those two do stack. So he's going to be hitting on 5s if you're new to.
Importantly, though, the big gun has heavy.
Yeah,
so it's going to put me on 4s.
Exactly. So you're going to minus it down. So
yep.
Cool.
All right. So heavy laser destroyer, Icarus, everything else.
All right. What you doing first? Laser destroyer.
Laser destroyer first.
Both hit.
I didn't even need the.
He's like I don't. Moment. Yeah. He's like I don't care about that.
That is 2 wounds into the Plague Burst at AP 4.
5 ups. All right. Takes 1.
D6 plus 3. Gets for 9.
Does he blow up?
He does not.
All right.
All right. Then D3 into the drone for 2. This will hit on 5s.
5s, yeah.
So that's 1 and anti-fly 2.
5 up.
Okay.
Damage. What's the damage on it?
It is either 2 or 1 because I don't know if it's a D3. What am I saying?
D3.
It's a D3. So it's just 1 damage.
1 damage. So he's down to 9.
All right, then Stubbers into these guys. So that was 2 hits for 5s. And just no wounds. And then these Storm Bolters. 3 hits. And
1.
AP nothing.
Good.
Okay. And then we'll go to...
You're doing something.
I think my Inceptor should be within 12 inches of your Tallyman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, let me double check his Plasma Destroyers real quick.
They're not doing action. They're just sitting back there.
Yep, that's all they have to do.
Behind enemy lines is not in action.
18 inches, so plenty of range. We're going to supercharge and pray.
All right, so hold on. Because I want him to stay alive, so I'm going to Cloud of Flies him.
Okay.
That's just a meme thing.
Yep.
It's just a meme thing. So,
all right, so
-1 to hit.
3s to 4s.
Yep. He says, forget about your Cloud of Flies.
This will wound strength 8 to 5, so wound on 3s, but twin linked. 1.
What's AP?
AP 3. 3 damage.
3 damage.
Save or die, Tallyman.
6. Come on, baby. Tallyman dies.
We get the Tallyman bounty.
You did get the bounty.
That's the moral victory here.
it was the bounty on the Tallyman.
All right. Then, other than that, there's not much shooting. I think we'll do our... No, there's no shooting over there unless these guys are within 12 of the Blight drone.
They are, for sure.
Which they are. So, 1 Plasma Pistol. That will hit. And it'll wound. AP 3, damage 2.
Takes it.
Does hazardous check. He's good on hazardous.
He's
2 damage. 7. And then 3 little heavy bolt pistols. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. Okay. And they're not going to shoot. These guys advance, so we're just getting the charges. We're going to go all the Terminators into the Terminators.
All right.
A 6.
Should be with a 6, right?
6 will do, but it'll make it a real messy rest of it. So...
You want to re-roll it?
I have no CP.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll be back. Good.
Okay.
All right. We piled everything in.
Everything in, so we'll start off. All right, we're going to start off with the spicy one first.
Real quick, guys. There's only 2 guys out. Everybody else did get in. I did roll a 2, so they are going to be -1 to the damage.
Yep. All right. The Sword of Silence from Belial. 6 attacks on 2s because I'm ignoring the contagion.
Yep, this is the problem.
Strength 6 puts me on 4s to wound you. So I roll 5 2s.
That was not good.
That's 1 at AP 2, damage 2.
4 up. Good.
All right. And then we'll go to my Deathwing Terminators. And so we'll start with the power weapon first, hitting on 3s. Then it'll wound on 5s. Nothing. We'll go to the Chain Fist. It is 2 of my 4 Chain Fists. This will hit on 4s.
Oh, man, they're whiffing.
And then 6 times 3 is 18, so 10.
Did you fall to my contagion, but you didn't.
Apparently I did.
you did not want to hit anybody, though.
This will hit on 3s. And then Strength 8 wounds on 3s, but, after that last roll with the Sword of Silence.
Let's take out the hits.
There you go.
AP.
AP is 2.
4s. That's pretty solid. So damage.
One down to 1 from this.
All right, so it's going to kill 1 and put 1 on a wound.
Oof. Yep.
And then I'll just kill the one that's closest to your character, unless it has my chimes. Does he have chimes? The one that's closest to your character. Does he have chimes? All right,
he does.
So we'll kill this guy.
Okay.
And then put this there. All right, and just fight back real quick. I got 2 of those left. We'll go into the Terminators just to see if because I'm going to be... Yeah, we'll go into Terminators. So that was brutal.
Yeah, I mean, that was about as bad as mine. So
exactly. Strength, toughness 8, strength. I'm sorry, strength 8, toughness.
T5 down to 4, so 2s.
So 3 of them. I'm sorry. At -2, 2 damage.
Fail 1. 1 guy's down to 2.
All right,
or 1 guy's down to 1, I should say.
Then the character, only 1, and it's lethal, and it's -2, 2 damage.
You good?
All right. So that was very.
That That was a lot of Terminators doing nothing.
That was not.
But you know what? You know what? We have a Gladiator Lancer in here. Let's go.
He can kill something.
I mean, he gets one. That'll wound. No AP though.
No AP. All right. So at the end of the score, what'd you score?
So the end of the turn, I do get extend and behind for max.
Okay. Well, 10 each or 5 each?
4 and 5.
All right. So that's 9, and we will be. You're holding 2 because of the sticky.
Yep.
From the intercessors and that, and we will be back after the my movement phase. All right, guys. So we are back after my movement phase. You see, it's a pretty close game going on. I got extend battle lines, and I got secure no man's land, which I will get both by the end of my turn because I had to move the Plague Burst Crawler here because I did not control this in my command phase, so it was not sticky. So I moved it back here, kept those guys there. Probably should just move them over, but it's not going to matter. Move this guy over so I can threaten home objective. I'll just try to score because he can still score points, and I'm trying to stop that from happening. Move the drone this way, and then like it just moved like that here, and that the Plague Burst Crawler over to here. So now we're going to just go to shooting, and I'm going to put flamers into them, and then let's just start here. Flamers, everything there.
Sure.
So number of shots for 10. And anti-infantry 2. So
yeah, it was really good.
That was good. So 10 at -1. 1 damage.
That will just kill the unit, I think, because 3s to 4s. Yeah, that swipes them all out.
All right, and then we'll go here because they do have pistols. I'm going to shoot them into the Terminators. So we have 3. So it's going to be 2, 5, 6. Anti-infantry 4. So this misses, this misses, this misses. So it looks like we have 7 and no AP on your Terminators.
Okay, 7 on 2s. Managed to fail enough to kill that guy and put 1 down to 2.
Alrighty. And then we'll go with this guy here into the one Inceptor left. So we got the Havoc Launcher for 2 shots, hitting on 3s, just 1, wounding on 3s. I'm sorry, wounding on 4s, 5s, because you're not in contagion range at the moment.
Nope.
So then play the Combi Bolter, just 1. Anti-infantry 4, so that's 1 death.
Okay, he's down to 1.
And then the Plague, no, that was wrong. That was wrong because you would have saved 1. You would have to roll 1 save.
Okay,
because it's only 1 shot on the Combi, so that would have been a Plague Bolt.
Okay, so
I rolled 2 dice, which should have been the Plague Combi Bolter, because I'm not in rapid fire range. So I hit and I wounded just with 1 of those dice. It's not anti-infantry, so you do get a save.
Okay. And he fails anyway, so he's down to 1.
All right. And then now this is the Combi Bolter, because I only get 1 shot. And he misses. Alrighty. So it looks like I'm gonna put the Flamers. Man, I hate to do this. Mortars here. Everything else here.
Okay.
No. Flamers, mortars, and heavy stubber.
Okay.
So
I'm going to go ahead and armor contempt on the jump intercessors there.
Okay, so this was the mortars. Number of shots for 5. Actually, it's 8 because it's D6 plus 3. Hitting on 3s because I can see them. These are lethal. These miss. And then it's going to be 3s. So looks like 7 of them at -1.
So puts
Armor
on
contempt.
my base save.
2 damage each.
3 of them die.
That's these guys here.
That's the Inceptor?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was in there. You're right.
Okay,
You're
so
right.
one's left.
1's left, and then this is going into the Inceptor. So 2. Oh, I need 1 more Flamer. So 5. I said about 4 things in there, and I confused myself on that one. 2s. This is on. You did armor contempt on the Inceptor.
The jump intercessors.
Okay. So we have 5 at -1, 1 damage into the Inceptor.
He dies.
All right. So wasting my. So this guy's.
Yep, everybody except 1 jump intercessor.
Which one do you want? Plasma guys?
Yeah, plasma guy.
I don't want to pick them up like that.
Thanks.
All right, so we will go to the fight phase because I think I'm done shooting. We will roll real quick for that, and he fails it. So you get to pound my Terminators.
All right, so we'll start off with Belial and his high-powered weapon.
Guys, they ignore all the modifiers for Death Guard, at least the hit rolls.
Yeah. This will wound you on 4s, and this time he showed up. So that is 6 into your character. Okay. Precision on this sword.
All right, 6 4-ups. Pretty good roll. What's the damage?
It is 2 apiece.
2 apiece, he's alive with 1.
Okay. And then the rest of this pile-in is going to happen, which means this time everybody can get in.
Yep.
We are down just the character with the fist. And that guy is at 2. Everybody's in. All right.
All right.
So we'll start off with 6, 9, 12 chain fists. These will hit on 4s with no rerolls.
Yeah, there's no modification on these guys, just so you know. Yeah, I'm just repeating it so everybody knows.
3s to wound, so that's 3 at AP2 damage too.
All right, these are going to be damage. How much?
2.
Damage 2. All right, so 4-ups. Save 2, so 1's going to be on a wound.
So there was 1 guy on 2 already.
Okay, so he's going to die.
So he's dead, and then your character's on 1.
Yeah, so I got 1 wound here on my character.
Yep. All right, and then the remaining 6 with their power fist. So 4, 7, 8, 12, 16, 18. As long as I don't drop any. And one thing I've been forgetting in the melee, I'm not forgetting now, is that 6s do precision is still active in melee for Belial. So those all gain precision.
All right.
But then hit on 3s otherwise. And we'll roll the precision ones in a moment. So that's 5 at AP2 damage too. 5 at
AP2. All right, so 5 of them?
Yep.
So AP2, so it's 4-ups. And so it's going to kill...
That'll actually kill everybody, even before we get to the precision.
Got this? Yep, kills everybody. So that whole unit's dead.
There are your Terminators.
All right, so at the end of my turn, I will score 5 for Secure No Man's Land. And I will score 5 for Extend Battle Lines, because I did end up coming back and getting this. You were holding 1, sir, right? Because they can't stick you that. And we will be back after his movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after Gabriel's movement phase. So here's what we got. Cards, sir. Which card did you draw?
So I got Recover Assets and Cleanse. I redrew Cleanse into Cold Horde, which you can't get.
Can't get, right.
And then I got Established Locust.
Okay, so just move this way over here. Move the Terminators over there. He would have moved the Terminators over there.
Yep.
The tank failed the battle shock test, so he couldn't do Recover Assets because he didn't have enough assets to do the recovering with. So at that point, he scored 4 points for holding this objective, his home objective for the from the Intercessors, and he got 4 points for recovering assets because I'm not gonna be able to come over here and kill him. So that's gonna end the scores. As long as we did everything right, the score is going to be 42-51 going into round 5. But we're going to call it there. It's a good game. Let me show the score so we can come back. All right, guys, we're back after the score. Really close game. Really, actually, I thought it was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good game. We talk about stuff off camera about how things went and how things go. I think in our particular case, in this particular game, Death Guard do some stuff well, and it's Death Guard with Flamers, allowing him to get to me is what I did on this particular list. Again, you guys know how Death Guard plays. You guys watch the channel all the time. You guys have been asking for flamers, so we gave you flamers. They're good. They seemed a little bit. I don't know, Gabriel. I think they seemed a little bit mismatched in this particular game.
I would agree.
With the flamers, right?
It's like somebody had a bunch of anti-infantry 2 flamers, and the other guy brought a bunch of infantry.
Yeah, and look, we don't study each other's list.
Yeah.
I mean, we really don't do that. And you guys know how we play on this channel. We try not to get too crazy with competitive stuff. Gabriel's a very good competitive guy. He plays really well. He brought a fun list that I think just kind of ran into a buzzsaw in this particular case. But yeah, still a good game. It was still fun. Had a good time. I like playing them.
And you know what? I appreciate the chance to break out Belial because I love this model. But he's just not very good otherwise. So
what makes him not good, dude?
So it's basically the thing that makes him not good is that his buff is situational. So if he gave his entire Terminator stack precision, that'd be a little interesting. But it's only precision when you hit on 6s. So you have to roll a 6 to hit. He doesn't give any other good buffs. His only other trick is in melee. If you attack him, for every attack you assign against him, he has a 4-up chance to deal a mortal back to you.
Right.
So he just kind of non-bows with the Terminators in general because the Terminators have Stormbolters. So it's not even like when they get precision like we saw. I had so many precision shots that wounded on 5s with no AP and not a thing got through. And
it was a tough target, honestly, because it was a tough target. Now, like we said, if it was Gene Stealers, you'd have shot, went through them. If it was anything, really, if it was anything else besides Terminators, it would have kind of chewed through its stuff.
But even then, at 0 AP, most characters are going to, 0 AP, 1 damage.
So, guys, so this is just a quick preview. We're going to bring back Fight Club. Dice Club, not Fight Club, Dice Club, which was the...
we don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Which was the Talking Heads thing that I used to do. It's coming up to that time of the year. Where the games kind of slow down, but I want to definitely bring Gabriel on there so we can sit down, we can talk for a good half hour, 45 minutes about Dark Angels, and we could talk about other stuff, but specifically Dark Angels, because I think that you have a good grasp on them.
Yeah.
And in your opinion, just give people now. I'm going to ask you to do competitively and not competitive, even though we're not a competitive channel. How are they? I mean, now that they've been in the wild, I know in the beginning there was a lot of salt from Dark Angels players, and we'll cover this more in the show. But there was a lot of salt in the beginning. Now that it's been in the wild, give me your opinion of it.
Quick opinion. When it first came out, it was terrible. They hit it in so many places. Everything was way overcosted. But in the last balance pass, they gave 2 core units some major buffs. And I didn't bring any of those this time, but now that I know it's Death Guard 100% of the time, they'll be here next time.
It's not really Death Guard 100% of the time.
Oh, Jesus.
I know you are.
No, but the Deathwing Knights are just one of the toughest units in the game. They make top 10 lists all the time.
Right.
And they have really good play into infantry. And if you give them the maces, they have 4-up anti-monster, anti-vehicle. So you'll see a lot of Dark Angels lists, and competitive or not, people are running 2 to 3 units of it. Right. Because it's just a tar pit. You stick it in the middle of the board and people struggle to get through it. The other thing that I didn't bring here, but we'll see next time, is Inner Circle Companions.
Right.
Because you stick Azrael with them or Judiciar, and then they can sit there and be another like melee blender that really can chew through most things. So I think after the balance pass, Dark Angels fans are happier with it. But, just as with any army, you're going to have people like, what about the bikes? Where are the bikes? And the bikes are not great. So
and then give me your take on the Lion. Because the Lion gets mixed, and you see it all the time.
Yeah.
The Lion gets mixed results. And again, we'll dive deeper into this when we come back on.
Absolutely.
But
I think the Lion is the most balanced of any Primarch in the game right now. He's not going to sit there and he's not going to skew a game like Magnus.
This is the exception of Mortarion. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think that he's not like Magnus where he's going to just skew an entire game by himself, and he's not Gilliman where he's going to do nothing. Right. He's really well balanced, and he fits into the army and aesthetic well. So I'm fairly happy with him, although I think he could go down just a hair more, and you'd actually see him in a lot of competitive lists.
Yeah, I think that people are now starting to, my opinion, I think people are now starting to find a groove with the Lion. And they're now starting to see him. Hey, we can run them with this. We can run them with that. And I think the biggest buff for, at least for the Lion, was maybe not so for my Gilliman, but for the Lion, is that he can go through terrain.
Yeah, going through terrain was huge for him.
That was a good thing.
Well, because, the Lion, when he touches vehicles, he kills it. I remember once I was playing a Chaos Knights, he charged 3 Armigers into me, and the Lion killed all of them with his fights first before they could do anything. Like, the Lion's just silly like that.
Exactly. So, Gabriel, I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
We will schedule, I think, actually, we will probably, we'll get the Dice Club schedule. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
But as always, guys, God bless and peace out.